65. Thanks.
We're at match number 265 on mat number 6, the green mat.
Undefeated, three-time national champion.
Peter Yates from Virginia Tech is going to take on Zach Toal from Missouri. Zach Toal with a 23-16 record from the University of Missouri. Peter Yates from Virginia Tech is 31-1. Yates is the third seed, taking on Toal, who's unseeded. Pete Yates scores a takedown, takes a 2-0 lead over Toal of Missouri. Immediately goes to he's got a tough ride on. He's got the leg laced. He's going to reach for the far shoulder and try to get a turn for back points. He is Toal in pain. He's got his right leg laced. He's trying to work a turn with it. He's got to get his shoulders down to one shoulder on the mat and the other shoulder within a 45-degree angle. It's not breaking 90. You've got to get him down within 45 degrees. And Kenny Rich, your official, a very adept student of geometry, knows his protractor. He gets a 3 count for back points, gets a 5 count for 3 near fall points. So Yates leads 5-0 over Toal, Missouri. Bout number 265, mat number 6, the green mat. Missouri versus Virginia Tech. Yates versus Toal. Zach Toal of Missouri, Pete Yates of Virginia Tech. There's a reason Peter Yates is 31-1, and it's evidenced by the tough style of wrestling that he's demonstrating here. Stalemate indicator. We're going to restart with 1 minute and 19 seconds. Yates leading 5-0. Toal sets on the bottom. Missouri wearing the green ankle bands. Yates comes on top. Virginia Tech wearing the red ankle bands. We've got the Tigers versus the Hokies. Who would win if we had a Hokie taking on a Tiger? A Hokie's a turkey, if you don't know. That would have to be one tough turkey to take on a Tiger. 1 minute left in the period, first period. Yates leads 5-0, rides tough on top of Zach Toal of Missouri. Pete Yates from Virginia Tech is from Conyers, Georgia. There's a warning on the bottom wrestler, warning on green. Zach Toal from Missouri. Hails from Sydney, Ohio. 22 seconds left in the first period. Yates leading 5-0 off a first period takedown and a 3-point turn for back points. Kenny Ritchie starts the wrestlers. Zach Toal goes to a short sit in front. Yates maintains control with a thigh pry and a tight waist. 10 seconds remain in the period. Yates stands and tries to peel hands. Toal stands and tries to peel hands, but Yates picks him up and dumps him back down onto the Resolite. First period ends, 5-0 lead for Peter Yates of Virginia Tech.
Moving to tiebreakers now on mat 7, Sulzer and Peltry.
Kenny Ritchie sets the bottom wrestler, Pete Yates, brings on the top wrestler, Missouri Zach Toal, starts the wrestlers. Yates tripods up to a stand. Toal tries to bring him back down on his hands. Yates is trying to gain hand control before he comes up, trying to peel hands. Toal's trying to keep his weight on the back of Peter Yates to keep his hand posted down on the mat. Ken Ritchie indicates he wants action, tells the wrestlers to keep wrestling. Yates goes to one knee to break the lock. Repeatedly doing that is considered unsportsmanlike conduct. If you keep going down to one knee to try to break your opponent's hands from locked around the body in a standing position, in the book it's described as unsportsmanlike conduct. Toal's done a good job on top, maintaining control of Yates, who's a pretty tough kid.
Less than a minute to go, regulation on that 3. That's from Michigan.
We're coming down to 1 minute in the second period.
With the lead on North Dakota.
Stalling warning against the green wrestler. Kenny Ritchie believes he wasn't trying to improve his position. He was just trying to ride him.
No, he warned him earlier. He warned him earlier. He warned him on the bottom.
He had a bad knee.
57 seconds left in the period. Stalling warning. The second warning against Toal was a point for Yates. Yates hits a switch right off the whistle, tries to blow his hips away. Toal rides tough on top. We're under a minute, 50, 5-0, 50 seconds. Toal brings him up over the post and back down onto the mat. So Zach Toal's tough on top. Demonstrated here by riding a very tough Pete Yates for 1 minute and 33 seconds thus far in the second period. In fact, he now has just about killed the riding time. As I say that, Yates hits a roll right across his head and comes out for an escape for a neutral. But he did kill his riding time. 17 seconds in the period. Yates leads 7-0. Short time remains in the period. Third period choice will belong to the red wrestler, to the green wrestler. And Toal says, I want to take neutral. So Zach Toal needs a big move here. He needs a home run. He needs to hit a big throw or something that could get him a pin.
Strickland from Appalachian State, and the number 2 seed from Penn State, David Taylor.
On deck about 284, 174 pounds, Nick Corsia Pitt, Matthew Brown.
Pete Yates again from Conyers, Georgia. Zach Toal is from the state of Ohio, I believe. I'm going to check.
And in about 282, 170.
Zach Toal is from Sydney, Ohio, the town of Sydney, Ohio. Toal's in on a single, trying to score a takedown on his tough opponent, Peter Yates of Virginia Tech. Ken Ritchie stops the action, indicates potentially dangerous.
And Kyle will take a 10-0 winner for Cornell on that 8. Next up on that 8, Michael Evans of Iowa, Philip Joseph of Eastern Michigan. Next up on that 8. With the lead of 5-0 on that 2, that's on Ohio State, the number 8 seed over Hunter.
Less than a minute remaining in the third period.
Scoreless impact underway now on that 7. The number 7 seed, Holmes from Illinois, and Moreno from Iowa State.
Nice shot by Toal. Hits an inside single. Yates is locked around the arm and the body. Toal's going to try to stand and dump him. Yates is going to maintain that lock and not allow Toal to turn the corner to score a takedown. We're going to restart less than 30 seconds, fewer than 30 ticks on the clock. 26 seconds remain in the bout. Bout number 265, mat number 6. Second round, 165-pound action. Toal of Missouri versus Yates of Virginia Tech. Toal in again deep on a single. Nice shot. But that's just the beginning. You get in on Peter Yates and the scramble begins. Less than 10 seconds. He has Yates on his head defending not to give up the takedown. Toal's close to a takedown. But nothing awarded at the buzzer. So it's 7-0. Pete Yates missed a major by 1 second of riding time. He had 59 seconds riding time, and he won 7-0.
Virginia, that's on that 5.
Top 184 pounds, Kevin Steinhaus, Minnesota, Ethan Lofthouse, Iowa. Nat 5, Steinhaus,